Oh yes! Reverse cannon! Yes!
Not like this! Not like this! Krabs just casually puts a keg down front entrance to the floor, like I can't hear him do it.
And he just goes silent as he does in any scenario.
And like for a while, I like started like walking just like casually close to it, but like not right over the top of it. I'm like, then at the last second, just 180 sniper.
Maybe I should just walk over a keg that isn't in the place where a keg spawns.
You fell for the secondary crab trap. If there's one trap, there's a
Oh, there's a secondary.
Krabs, that wasn't a secondary.
Oh,
call it what you will. Get fucking back. What? I just died. Oh. No, a bed just appeared out of nowhere and started spasming and took me out. They're masked. One chain shot's the other. You got a tag on the cannon guy on the cannon.
Did we both fucking miss?
I killed him, the guy on the cannon's dead. Oh, Skybwang! Oh, holy shit, get wrecked! I need someone to clip that. That was ridiculous. Somebody please clip that for me. Oh, holy shit. 2!
I got someone, I think.
Get out of it, Krabs.
Oh. Wait!
You got that?
I shouldn't have got that.
Did you hit me through the rock?
I hit you through the rock, bitch.
I
Get
thought that was-
rock banged.
Yeah.
I'm on their deck.
They shot one of those as well.
I can't get killed here.
I'm on
Those
the deck as well. I'm on the deck.
Nice shot.
They're up to second deck.
Yes.
boys.
All dead, all dead.
Res me.
Yeah, I got you.
Well done.
They're gone.
You're
Yeah.
such a G. You're a raging crab.
Bye.
Oh, he goes.
No.
Clip that, Nico.
No fucking clip that. Delete.
Clip it.
Delete the
Clip
mod.
it. Clip it.
Delete the mod.
Here we go. Bang! This ain't no crab news. What is this? Well, this is a very jank put together little bit of a witch to go. Hang on, there's something wrong. All right. Little bit of backing track for my tum. Tonight I did promise I was going to do this as a YouTube video, but live streams are just as good, right? This one's for close. This is an old, scrubbed, absolutely useless hard drive. It's 2 terabyte. Let's see how old. I was hoping I could get a bit of an idea of exactly how many power on counts this thing has. But it's a Samsung 2 tera, so I'm thinking it might have been someone's external hard drive at one point, and then I've pulled it apart and put it in. It's done probably over 60,000 power ons and God knows what else. Now the idea tonight is to strip it apart and see what's inside, and then once done, move over to a game, aka Subnautica, because I got some more stuff I want to show you. Show lazy. Excuse me. Well, I would have liked to have done Horizon Zero Dawn. I really want to see what's in this. I got this card and credit card that I can use in the game, and I want to know what it's for because Subnautica doesn't have credit cards. So let's get stuck in. As you can see, the drive's mounted with 6 star bolts. Now I don't have a star. I do. It's in the toolkit downstairs, but a triangle can sometimes beat a star. Alright, so this is actually an adjustable screwdriver. By twisting the tip here, it can go reverse or forward, and it's a ratchet screwdriver. Very handy. Anyway, let's take these screws out. Some of them will be harder than others. Most people these days, they have a small little like handheld screwdriver that just goes zzz, be 1,000 times quicker. But I'm old school. Oh. Right, we'll come back to that one because I don't want to break the tips of this triangle. Same with that one. No. I think we may have a little triangle may have decided to give up. As you can see there, there's scoring on the tip. Oh, hang on, let's see if the camera can focus on it. Anyway. I'll go for a bigger triangle then. Or you could cheat and probably fit in a flat blade, a small flat blade would also do it. As I said, sometimes you don't have all the tools. Pretty sure my star drive kit's sitting in the... You see, oh, that'll slide around. It actually need a fatter head. That one's slightly fatter. Yeah, perfect. Alright, fatter head. Let's hope this doesn't, Nah, easy. So star drives are basically just Yeah, if you've got the small enough pieces, you can get around star drives. Like as you can see here. The T-Torque heads though, they're harder to get away with. So we've got 2 more to go. I'm sorry, my big fat sausage hands are sitting in front of the show. Some dark music because we're going to get into some dark stuff. So everybody knows about case mounting holes on the side here. That's why it looks like there's meant to be screws in there. This is the case backing plate. Those of you who don't know, when I flip this over, this is called a logic board. So here's where the torque heads go in. I'll have some. I think I have some torque heads here that should fit it. If not, flat blade. This is the logic board. But what we're interested in right now is splitting the top, seeing what's underneath. Can even split the top. Flat blade. Another reason flat blade is useful is you can bit of a click there. So there's some sort of clipping system or tape or glue. If I had an electrical flat blade, that would be better. It's very tight in this corner. God knows what it's holding on to. Could be a clip. Could be the other side of the logic board too. This side flipped up quite easily. Why? Is it glue? Looks like there's a little bit of glue. And yes, my assumptions were correct. There's some screws in there. Alright, so logic board out first. The flat blade going to do it? Yes, it is. Good old flat blade. So most people, when a hard drive's dead, usually computer parts, you're meant to probably recycle them. In fact, I have no idea. I think you can donate to some shops and stuff, but there's an. Unfortunately, I don't. I mean, see, here's the thing: the motor in this is probably gone, and that's what it needs replacing, and the platters and of course the medium. But this logic board's probably perfect. Now this logic board is it attached? Yeah, it's attached to here. So this logic board, I could take this out, and if I had another 2 terabyte Samsung that wasn't working, I could actually slap this baby straight into it, and it would work straight away, on average. But the cool thing about this is you got chips to play with if you wanted to split them off. You got some PCB there. That's all recyclable. That's not actually what we're interested in today. All right, there's a little bit of a mesh cover. I presume there's more screws under this. Some sort of... Really? I get down to here and it tells me the warranty's void if I remove this? That's a laugh. And there'll be like one like mega case screw or something in there. God damn. I just find it funny. Like, I've pulled half this thing apart, as I feel like I've done. And it's like, yeah, your warranty will be void if you go this far. Not half far, not quarter far, not a third far. This far. By all means. Oh, look at that inspection. That looks really cool. It's like an inspection hatch. See if I can show you. Looks like the platter, to be honest. A little reflection. It's like a platter. Okay, so now we've taken that off. Maybe we can get off the top cover. Hang on a minute. There's always a cheeky bugger, right? I think that's here. I think there's a cheeky bugger there. So let's... What are you? Oh! Dirty. Of course you are. Look at that. Cheeky bugger. Because it just felt a bit too tight. Look at that cheeky bugger. Oh, hello. Sort of padding. Shock padding. This is the inside of the case. There's a bit of shock padding just here. And it's a little bit of A little bit of an air pad foam here. Now the cool bit, the bit that you really want to see, the actual internal of a hard drive. More screws. So there's your actuator arm. This reads and takes from the platter. This is the actuator itself. This is the actuator, like pin actuator, and that's the plate. When I touch it, oh, just feels so nice. And then there's like a cover. Our drives have changed a lot since I last pulled one apart. Curious to see though if this is exactly what I think it is. If it is, oh, we're in for a treat. If I'm wrong, well, I've just pulled apart a hard drive for zero reason. Except for some shiny discs. Could use it as concept art, to be honest. Pull apart the top of it. Don't ever have it working again. Look, another little bit of fabric square. Oh no, that's the same one I just pulled off. Well, here we go. She popped up a little bit. I presume this is exactly what I thought it was. Explain when I get there. Some beautiful background music for you guys. The game we're going to be playing. So this is a cover for the plate. Yeah, oh. I was hoping that's what I thought that was. Alright, so look, this is well and truly scuffed now. There's no way, I've touched it, there's no way this will read anymore. Hoping I've gotten the... Take these two out. Basically taken every screw out of this thing. There's not many screws left that I can even see. There's a whole heap of small ones on the plate here, which I'll separate up. Pallets. And so many screws. Losing my hat. Don't know what I'll use them for, to be honest. Also, guys, if you want to have a quick chat to me while I do this, I'm just sitting in Discord in the Crab Syndicate. Anyone, the Crab Syndicate, Gamer Syndicate, anyone who wishes to join is welcome to. There we go. That was, so that's the connector to the logic board. So I could essentially, if I wanted to. Now look, I'm a bit of a goose, and I love being a goose. So let's be a real goose. Hey, who wants to be a goose? Raise your hand. Where'd I put that thing? That'll be me. I'll be a goose. Where'd I put that thing? There. I was holding my phone up. Because I want to be a goose. And I love being a goose. I want to see what happens. Don't try this at home. Because I have a fair idea what's going to happen. Don't try this at home, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I just need to get something to wedge the phone so you guys can still... Yeah, that works. It's a little bit lower. You can see what I'm doing, guys. I got a special adapter. Allows me to plug it into USBs. Alright. I want to see what happens. I believe that is the right way. Yep. I'll use USB extension. Should have an extension around here. Should be one. I'm just not sure where directly it connects to. Alright, there is a extension. Not sure where it goes. Worried if I pull it, I lose something. I don't know what I just lost. But it wasn't you guys. That's a bonus. Doesn't seem like it was much else either. Yeah, right. Let's continue. So this is now hooked into... It's just silly. Come to life. And that's a negative. Dead as a door now. Shame. Just try the other one just in case. Negative on that. There's not enough power going through the USB to give it a bit of a run. It's a shame. All right, well, it's basically dead. This should come out. What's it holding on by? These aren't recessed, are they? Let's have a look. See if I can get this actuator out. Oh yeah, this is the fun. Ugh. This is awesome. It's one of the strongest magnets you'll ever see. To give you a bit of proof, I don't want to suck all of them up. That's a pain in the ass. To give you guys an idea of how strong this magnet really is, this is sick. As you can see. Watch my fingers, I don't want to get slapped by it. We're talking... that far away from it that sucked that thing off the ground. It's a very, very powerful magnet. Actually takes a bit of force. These are awesome. They've made them a lot smaller than they used to be. They're much bigger in older hard drives. But this is the true value. This is the gift that you get. On the back is neodymium. The magnetism is very weak. Right? You see it falling off. But to be able to suck it in like this, like, and to pull it out, it just goes to show how awesome technology is. So that's one magnet. That's why I was wondering why it was so hard to get off, because it's I didn't remember where the magnets were in the hard drive. Alright, so we've got that off. Look, I'll be honest with you, I'm pretty sure this actuator arm will just slide out now. And when it slides out to here, it should just come off. I'll just move this out of the way. There we go. So cool how it reads both sides of that platter. Surely there's nothing holding you in anymore. Or is this still holding you in? Even though it's... Yeah, right. There might be something else I need to pull out there. However, for the platter, keep going. We want to take this whole thing apart. So now I'm undoing the platter screws. And this is the storage medium. This is actually what you store on. It's funny, it just looks like a shiny silver disc. Look at all those fingerprints. It'll never work again. Scrubbed. This is the spindle. Just to get my terminology correct. Of course, you've got ribbon cables, actuators. It's a nice little and it's funny how all of this stores your data, right? Like, you got electrical, all it is basically electrical signals coming in to tell it what, do, where, and then it converts that into information. Same on the disk, actually. It does pits and valleys and pits and all sorts of things to... God. That one's tight. I'm actually bending my screw over it. Not good. I'll go quickly. Alright, these two are in tight. I might need to use a unit. Maybe the old-fashioned, the others are easy. No. How about a big? No, too big. I want to try a big star drive, but I don't think I got one. I lost my hat in the process. Oh, that's it. That's a talk. I got it. Ah. So this one, out of all of them, are on super tight. Okay. Others are weak. This is actually the proper tool for this. Let me just put my hat back on. I missed my hat. This is it. Hopefully nothing goes pop. Alright, take the spindle off. That's it. So shiny. So reflective. You can just see the tracking on the angles. And then another separate. So this is a separator plate that it spins around on. Is that dust? Is that wear? Could be heat. I have no doubt though that if I could put power, if I used a power supply and I put power to this, it would still spin. Oh, is that another separator disc? Spacer. But I've already damaged, I believe I would have already damaged the, one, the plates, two, this actuator arm. I've been flicking the tips. Another separator. So this is how you store your data. It's on multiple layers. And based on the way the actuator arm looks, it looks like it spins. God damn, just getting this separator out's a pain. Oh man. Separator, come out. Sometimes it's easier just to do it the old-fashioned way. There we are. Separator 2. They're the same size, of course. And then, of course, last but not least, the final. That's it. This is the motor. It looks like the actuator is either... There's something here, hang on. Of course there's a special little actuator screw in here. No, it's a rivet piece. And I presume it's been pressed. Alright, well that makes sense. And it's probably pressed in because Mr. Magneto. Ah, you sucked. How do I get Mr. Magneto? Let's try and rip it. It's not coming, alright. Try leveraging this side. Because I kind of want I got one magnet, but I want the second two. You know? There, look, just get a load of this. It's all gone skis. Man, how long does it take me to do this? Less than 20 to 30 minutes. See, things can be fun and fast. Alright. It's a strong man. Tricky. Actuator arm. Second magnet. So there you go. I presume what's gone in this one. Usually what happens is... Let's have a look at these heads. Very magnetized. Odd, aren't they? Be nice about a microscope to be able to get right in there and have a look at them. Basically, each platter sits in between. So this is a storage. 2 terabyte. I don't know how they separate it, but it was doing each side. Three readers. They'll go in between these arms. As it spun, could read it precisionally. I presume that's what's happened here. These have been damaged. Because these would be precision. Hang on, let's see if I can just get it to focus on it. Like, we're talking tiniest heads. It's hard to get it to autofocus on it because it's such a small piece. Such an odd thing. This is why they don't like to be. This is why they don't like being hit and smashed and jumped around. Even though this is probably one of the most industrial hard drive cases you could do. My next question is: I wonder if in the future I could use this logic board the exact same way here with the pins and the chipsets, but instead of hooking it up to these 6 pins here for the 2 terabyte, oh sorry, these pins here for the 2 terabyte, if I was to micro weld like little cables to each of these and have them go off to like USB flash drives and things like that, and have like this case looking like a hard drive, but it's actually a flash drive, like a multiple flash drive. Just something silly. I don't know why you'd do it, but anyway, I suppose that is a deconstruction of a hard drive, guys. Like this is it. This is empty. There's nothing left in it. The motor's the only thing, and that's look, I'll be honest with you, the motor is actually it's been submerged by a silicon resin there. It's got probably needs to be pushed out using a hammer. Because that's like micro welded to the bolt part, and this is the power control for it. So that's probably why I couldn't get it to spin. I wonder if I put a screw in, I can make the motor spin. Just for a bit of, you know, we're doing this for research purposes. Did I use a smaller one for these? I think I did, yeah. Make sure in the future, if anyone does do stuff like this, you have the actual tools for it. I've damaged a couple of my tool bits doing this, so as you can kind of see, this flat blade no longer wants to sit straight. I'll do. Just need it connecting. Where's that USB power? Now that there's not much power needed, let's give this a go. See if this motor spoons. Oh. Or does it need both? That is the ultimate question. Try the secondary. If that doesn't work, alright, let's try both. USB hub up here controls the lights. Let's see if we can get this going. One of the other things I wanted to create in the future is a I got a couple of CD-ROM drives I'd like to strip down and the processor. Alright, so this is both plugged in. Got 1,000 cables, guys, so I apologise. This is plugged into the hub. It's not going to shock me, I'm not touching it, so it won't matter. But I'd like to see. Nah, it probably needs another signal. Either that or that's how busted it was. It was busted to the point where the motor wasn't working anymore, which means that the drive was useless anyway. Oh well, it's a pity. Put together? No way! Stripping it. Here's the storage. 3 discs. The true gem of this whole operation, Jesus Christ, it even wants to do that, is this. Now this, earlier in the video I showed where this was stuck to a actuator arm just here. And what this is, let me just give you a demonstration as to what this is. It's my favourite thing. Don't want any of that close. You see that there? Actually. It's a magnet. Problem is, I want to. It's a very powerful magnet. So when you get both of them together, it's even worse. But no joke, the stress force. Just to give you an idea, I just don't want to put my fingers in between it and stuff because it can actually hurt. So, like, so you can see that was a fair bit of effort. The funny thing about it though, it's such a strong magnet on this side, but because of the neodymium plating on the back, it's not very strong. So if I was to do this, now you saw how strong it was before. There's no way that was gonna come off. Shake it, hit it, it's not coming off. These magnets are so that strong. Ugh. They're used to turn an actuator across a board, I'm pretty sure. So you power different sides of the magnet, or the magnets in there, and as the copper strands on this actuator get power, it pulls it across. I think that's how it works. This is the actuator arm that reads your hard drive, so that plugs into the logic board on this side through there, and this sits in the centerpiece here and reads your drives. So earlier in the video, you would have seen this thing all together. Like you know, I'd stripped this from full. So it's just starting to finish up now, then head towards the new Subnautica mod. Just gonna strip this completely. Take my magnets as my prize. Honestly, bloody hell. And these and be careful because these will wipe a hard drive, so you can't put them anywhere near other hard drives. I'll go over there for now. Not that this can't get wiped any more than it already is. I mean, this is damage right here. So, and go back on their spindle. Nice little souvenir. You can do some art with it. You know, make some shinies. If I could get the motor working, I could have it as like a nice little computer piece when something powers up. It turns it around. I just got to find the power IOs for it, have it all switched on, just for it to look cool. I can have this go backwards and forwards too with the magnets if I wanted to, but I want to keep the magnets, let's be real. This is a breather hole for... Of all things they put in a hard drive, an air pocket pad. This is an air filter. See if I can get it out of the light a little so you can see the dimples on it. It's an air filter. Like, what the hell? Yeah, no worries. Get in there. Blanking plate spacers. They're just to space the 3 discs. Some cutouts. The beautiful stuff. So yes, this was done for Close. Close really wanted this done. One of the next things I'm going to do on a Thursday night, which is what I'm keen to do these sort of things on a Thursday night, is the next thing will be pulling apart a what are they bloody called? CD-ROM drive, a few of those. The reason why I want to pull them apart is more parts I want. There's more parts I want out of them. I got all these screws too, which are cool. But again, I could probably turn this into art, but most likely I will just send this to recycling. Fill it up with computer parts. I don't like Torx screws. I don't like hex screws. They can go to hell. So, who knows? I might do it as a crab giveaway. Someone gets sent a hard drive. A broken hard drive. No magnets. Losing pieces. How funny would that be? I'll crabify it. I'll crabify it and send it off to someone as a giveaway. That'd be cool. Alright, let's get rid of these tools. And switch back over to the other screen, which is my old boy. And we get started in some of that new Subnautica. There's as I said before, there's a mod. And I haven't bought anything from the card yet, so I've been keen. So as I unscrew the tripod, let's get stuck into it. I'll see you back over in a second. Bye!